everybody, I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to show you how I use the finger coiling method to get these shiny and bouncy and beautiful curls that you see here on my head. So let's get started. You're going to want to use 4 sections around your head. I just find that's better for detangling, getting everything sectioned off first. So you're going to use a wide tooth comb so that you can get through some of those knots and tangles that happen right after you washed your hair. And then we're going to spritz it a little bit more because, as you know, curly hair can drink up some moisture quick. So you want it to be a little more moist than usual. Now I'm going to use the Mixed Chicks leave-in conditioner, and from what they say on the bottle, you'll love the way this paraben-free, non-sticky, lightweight product leaves your hair inviting to the touch as it defines and locks moisture into every curl. And I have definitely noticed that it does define and lock moisture into every curl. So I use 1 pump in the beginning, and as you see, I'm using 1 more pump now to work throughout my hair. Since this is quite a large section, you want it to be very moist, and then we're going to be detangling again. This brings the curl pattern in. It says, "Hey girls, let's curl up," before we put in the styling cream. So this is the Coil, Kink, and Curl styling cream. I use about a quarter-sized amount, and it smells so good. It has like a citrusy smell to it. This rich formula conditions with 6 oils, retains moisture, promotes growth, and adds definition for wash and go finger styling, 2-strand twist, coils, and spirals. So this is perfect for the finger coils that I'm going to be doing. So I work this in, I comb it through just to make sure that it's distributed evenly. And you can see now as I'm showing you that it looks really, really healthy, really moist. And now I'm going to go in with the finger coiling. So I take a 1 to 2 inch section of hair at a time, and I simply wrap it around my finger and spiral it down from the scalp basically down to the end. And you can see the definition. It looks really shiny. It's staying in place. And I just have to do that throughout the whole section of hair, making sure that it's wet and coated evenly with product. You can see there's a lot here. So I'm going to go ahead and smooth it down again. You don't want any clumps because you don't want flaky hair. We do not want flaky hair. I repeat, I do not want flaky hair. And this product definitely does not flake. It lasts for a few days without having that dusty cast to it after a while. You will have to respritz some of your hair as you go because it can start drying out as soon as you stop messing with it. So I respritz the top to make sure that it is all moist. And you can see these curls look so beautiful and bouncy and healthy. And then we're going to go on to the other section. Oh wait, here's a bobby pin that apparently I didn't feel when I was washing my hair. Has that happened to anybody else, or is it just me? So let's do the same thing that we've done to the other section. I love using these products together because even though you can use them separately, I find that pairing them together, you do get the hold, you do get the moisture, and you're not getting the frizz, and nothing is weighing my hair down. As you saw in the beginning, my hair is light and airy and bouncing, and that's what I like to see. I don't want any crunchy curls. I don't want it to look stiff. I want it to look naturally how my curls look. And now you can see how it's all going to look in the back section. Everything is still moving around. You can see there's several different sections that I had to coil together, and then we're going to let that dry a little bit in the back as we move on to the front. So in the front part, we're going to use a little bit less product because, as you know, your hair is thicker in the back than it is in the front. So as you're going through and moving through exactly like you did in the back sections, you're just going to put probably a 1.5 pumps instead of 2, and then a little bit less of the styling cream, whatever it is that you're using. But right now I'm using Mixed Chicks because I love their brand and it works well for me. It works great for my daughter. It works great for my husband. We're absolutely fans of them. And this is not sponsored by them. They did send me these to try out and to test. So I'm giving my honest opinion in my review. So now you can see that I have all of the sections coiled around. Nothing is out of place. Make sure there's no stray hairs because those will be annoying if you find them. So you can see the before and after. Which one do you like better, the left or the right? My hair just frizzy or my hair nice and shiny and tightly coiled? So this is the last section. You're getting closer to the finish line. We're seeing progress and we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. This actually doesn't take too long. I want to say I set aside a good 20 to 30 minutes to do this. So that is not a lot of time. Most of the time really is just the washing process and the drying process, and all of that you can do at your leisure. It's not a rush, it's not a race. Let's just get the hair to look good so that when you do it right, it's gonna last you a good week. So here we are, it's all done. I did my whole head. And now we need to let it dry. Now that it's all dry, I would say it takes about 3 to 5 hours depending on how thick your hair is, how long it is. So 3 to 5 hours for me. So now I'm going in with the Sheva NYC SAS brand of the Moroccan Argan oil. They say that this significantly improves hair condition and texture, leaves hair silky smooth, provides long-lasting frizz control, improves shine, cuts drying time in half if you're going to apply it before it dries, and it's safe for color-treated hair. And I want to mention that all of these products are cruelty-free. You're not going to have any animal testing on them. So what I'm doing now is separating each coil. I coated my hands with about a quarter-sized amount of oil, spread it evenly, distributed it so that when I am undoing every single coil, I'm going to be eliminating frizz and adding shine, and I'm not going to have any weird separation. It's all going to separate really nicely, and I do that to my whole head to make sure that it's coated. And I like to do this afterwards so that I can make sure that I'm not disturbing the curls too much, and I'm having my hands coated so that I'm not causing any problems. So now you can see how it looks at the end. Every crunchy thing that you feel, you're going to need to separate that and twist it around your fingers again if you want the bounce that you see here. So you see no stiffness. Yes, girl, we're not going to be stiff today. We're going to be bouncy and juicy, okay? So now we're going to the other side and doing the same exact thing, coating our hands again to make sure that we have plenty of oil on them to separate all the curls. And if you run out of oil on your hands, of course, add more. I think I used probably 2 quarter-sized amounts per half of my head. So that's 4 total. That's not really a lot of oil. I still have a lot left after that. So this bottle is probably going to last me like, what, a year? Like a really long time, since I wash my hair once a week to make sure that I'm not stripping it of too many of the natural oils and nutrients. And I'm cleaning it often enough to where it's not having a ton of buildup, because my scalp does get dry and I don't want any flakes. I don't want any problems on today. I just don't have time for it. Here we go. This is what it looks like completely done. This is what you should see at the end of your results is beautiful bouncy curls. You can add some oil to your scalp. I do, because like I said, my scalp gets a little dry, and oil is the only thing I can put on my scalp without having any buildup and flakes and problems. So, and another thing you might want to do to add volume is to pick it out or comb it out with a wide tooth comb at the roots. This is going to make sure that it's not too stuck to your head and you have a little more volume. And even if you parted it in the middle, you can use this to lift it so that when you do part it another direction, it's not trying to go back to the original part of how it was parted in half. So that's what I do. I can either use my hands or I'll use this comb just to make sure that I'm getting the right amount of separation all around my head without disturbing them too much. You want to stick to basically from the scalp to maybe 3 to 4 inches away, because you want those ends to be really, really tight and really nicely coiled. That's what it looks like. If you guys try this, please let me know. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you next time. Bye.